Okay. Alright. We're ready to start. Welcome, everyone. I'm Apollo the Storyteller, and we are playing Shadowrun Dragonfall. If you're watching this live, I sent out a tweet earlier about it as soon as I could. This is not the normal time that I would normally play. Normally I play on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, but because of the schedule change that was last minute, I won't be playing tomorrow on Wednesday, so I'm playing today on Tuesday, and an hour earlier than usual at that. This won't change the way my schedule normally runs from week to week, but if you were trying to watch me and this conflicts with the time that you can come and join me, sorry about that. It happens, though. In any case, we've just arrived back at home base. We infiltrated OTK, OTK, whatever they're called, OTK International, to get some information about their security software, so that I could spy on the people that they're contracted with, the security contractors that are protecting as technology. First of all, let's get some skills out of the way, and then we can move on. I'll increase my dodge. Can always get better at that. I'm also going to increase my biotech. I need more use with medicine. I'll keep those 4 for now. I think last time I loaded up on all the supplies I need, so let's go ahead and infiltrate as technology. Apparently the Frau Müller, the woman that's hired me for this job, says that something apocalyptic is going to happen if I don't stop it. I'm going to bring Blitz along. No, actually, you know what? Fuck Blitz. I'm a better decker than he is. I don't think I need his help. I think I can do it by myself. Let's see. Aiga. What are these other... I've never looked at these other... these are like temporary mercenaries. Not a part of my original crew. I think I'll just stick with my original crew, though. But I'm going to go with... yeah, I'll continue with Dietrich. He's not as strong with his own weaponry or with his own abilities, but his ability to summon actually really helps out. He's better as support, not as direct offense. While that's loading, let me make sure. Okay, we're recording, we're streaming. Bloodline. As technology, a giant in the worlds of technological and magical research, one of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of Az technology cannot reach. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of an Azzy pyramid dominates the courtyard of the Citadel Spandau, and countless other more innocuous facilities can be found all over Berlin. The lab that they maintain in the Uvel district is one of these. According to your client, the project that the Azzies, I would say, are working on let me try that again. The project that the Azzies are working on here is dangerous. So dangerous that she's paying you to bring the entire building down. Well, as I've said before, I've no reason to trust her implicitly that what she says about this organization is true. So while I'm here, I'm going to investigate it. And if I think that if I have any reason to think that Frau Müller is manipulating me, I'm going to turn it around on her. The Uvel district is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all description crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. You are leaving controlled sectors. Sie verlassen den kontrollierten Sektor, Berlin. That's like, is this Checkpoint Charlie? Is this where I'm at? This looks like, the East Berlin Gate. The Berlin Wall Gate. Lights burn in all the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians. Nothing but silence. Quiet out here. Friend of mine did a job here once. Told me that the local wage slaves are all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. That sounds a bit like Berlin, or East Berlin. Apparently, the buildings are all linked up on an underground tram system. Bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days, the poor bastards don't even get to see the sunshine. That's terrible. He shakes his head. That ain't living, love. It's a slow death. Makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Indeed, it is a slow death. I'd hate to live that way, Jesus. Excuse me. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Schockwellenreiter. Az Technology. This is an open request for research data from Az Technology, Yuval District Branch. The Azis... I keep inconsistently pronouncing that. The Azis conduct their research in secrecy. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We will uncover their secrets. We will share them with the world. We will level the playing field between Az Technology and its competition. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information. Schockwellenreiter. Schockwellenreiter, they're kind of like Anonymous, except maybe with a little bit more of a unified moral code. Anonymous is, as we know it in our society, is a little bit more sporadic, I think. A little bit more fractured. In any case, I feel a need to trust this activist group and follow along with what they say. Your comlink buzzes. There's a series of clicks as the connection is established. A moment later, Paul Amsel begins to speak. All right, Apollo. That's the Az Technology complex, just in front of you. You'll note the heavy security posted at the front door. Those are Az Technology employees. They're dangerous, to be sure, but you could probably take them without too much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Azis have also contracted Knight Errant to protect this facility. They're the ones that we need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you'll want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high threat response team on site, and you don't want to tangle with them. Trust me on that. If you do need to get loud, give it everything you've got. You're going to be reducing the building to a smoldering crater anyway. But I'd highly recommend stealth over a frontal assault. Thanks for the heads up. No problem. If I were you, I'd begin by trying to find an alternative path into the building. Something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you're going to be on a tight timetable. Okie doke. So, maybe not the front door. Let's see. Cheap corporate art looks like marble from a distance, but up close it's clearly made of injection molded plasticrete. Some more goons there. Maybe I can get through this side? LTG worker. I don't know if I want to bother her or not. Can I... Is there nothing I can do here? No. Let's see what the LTG worker says. This LTG tech's coveralls are smeared with sweat and grime. A scowl is plastered across her face. She takes a quick glance at you, then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you'd better stay the hell out of my hair. Otherwise, I'll call security and have them drag you out. Actually, I think I could help you. It looks like your problem is coming from somewhere upstream. See those connectors there? Hey, yeah, you're right. She looks up at you. The scowl has disappeared from her face, but she doesn't look happy either. Look, I really appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind, and corporate's gonna have my ass if I don't get it done before lunch. Well, good luck with that. Alright, well, there's no way I'm getting in that way, I don't think. How the fuck do I get in? I also have to remember my teammates can die. Let's see. Keep team alive, get inside. Get the project data from Shopville Night. Alright. Nothing around here. Let's have a look over here. Actually, no, this is the way out of the zone, so that won't work. Let's go down this street here. Maybe there's a way to get, like, maybe a manhole somewhere I can get in there. Maybe enter from underground from somewhere. Inspect. Shoddy built soy calf shop looks like it's closed. Hey, there's a hatch there. How about that? A human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in the courtyard. They don't seem to notice your approach. She's been gone a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? Heinrich. Mira. She's my girlfriend, Heinrich. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Azzies, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day that she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Mira. And I still say that messing with the Azzies was a bad idea. What else were we supposed to do? That compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. We need that juice, Heimer. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Mira, I know. But couldn't we have just bought some secondhand panels? They can't be that expensive. We could have, sure, before Danny spent our last handful of new yen on those forged keycards. She straightens up, puts on a brave face. She'll be fine. She'll be back any second now. Just you wait. Let's talk to Mira. She looks up at you, her expression guarded. Yeah? What do you want? Could you two use some help? It sounds like your friend has gotten herself in trouble. Her tone is sharp. We'll be fine. What we don't need is a stranger butting into our business. So just go away, alright? Have a nice day. Mira, look at him. That's a professional. He can help us. He takes a step toward you, his arms wide. Please, man. We do need your help. She just doesn't want to admit it. If it's bad for the Azzies, it's good for me. I'll help you out. Oh, thank God, and thank you too. He turns to Mira. Give him the spare key card that Danny bought. He's going to fix this for us. You can see the mistrust in her eyes, but after a moment's hesitation, she begins to fish around in her bag. Finally, she produces a thick plastic key card. She hands it to you. This'll get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about a half hour ago. She said she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please? Bring her back safe. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on this utility hatch, and it's plastered with the anti-tampering warning to prove it. Take a closer look. A cursory inspection shows you that the hatch has been mag-locked. A fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an unauthorized keycard, there's no way you're getting past this thing. Insert your keycard. The indicator light on the mag-lock changes from red to green. There's an audible thunk, and the hatch pops open, revealing a ladder leading down to the utility tunnel below. Alright, let's save it before we continue. Alright, so losing my team is not an option. The lock appears to be short-circuited. A lot of gadgets down here. Oh-ho! This would be the problem. In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in the same shabby chic clothes that the cafe kids wore. Danny, cornered with no place to run. A pair of Az Technology security drones closing in for the kill. The drones are low-grade, but they're armed, and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble, and she knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone's sensors alert them to your presence. They spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected. Weapons detected. Lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen and she hits the deck. The panic spills out of her in a scream. Look out! Alright. Shabam. Well, that was easy. Easiest fight I've been up against so far. No contest. Danny looks you up and down. When she's finished sizing you up, she puts her hands on her hips and smiles. Thank you for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Azzi territory. Everybody knows that they shoot first if you're packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Life in the shadows is all about taking risks. Yeah, well, life running a soy cap shop is a little more my speed. Not that there aren't risks. There's always the chance that some drunk will break your windows or a gang will try to shake you down for protection. Those things I can handle, but this... She stares down at the smashed drones and slowly shakes her head. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got in over my head, but only a little bit. The drones wouldn't have shot me. I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Azzi interrogation cell. I've heard stories. They're true, love. He shakes his head at her. Word to the wise, if you're fool enough to try something like this again, carry a gun. Better to be shot than to let them take you. I'll take your word for it. I'm not planning on making a habit of this. She slaps the side of the power conduit with a smile. And I shouldn't need to. The tap's all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Heinrich wasn't convinced that you could pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself to do when your livelihood depends on it. Iger leans in to inspect her work. Looks like a pretty solid connection. Nothing's jumping out at me as being obviously wrong. I'd say that you're probably good to go. She straightens, casts a glance back at you. You know, Apollo, we could use this setup to our advantage. In theory, we could manufacture a power spike from here, overload the Azzy's entire power grid. Without disabling the generator's safety overrides, it wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. She shrugs. It could be the opening we've been looking for. Danny's eyes go wide. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it. As technology will find the power tap and they'll come down on us. We can make it worth your while. No, you can't. There's nothing you could give us that would make up for what you're talking about doing. So please just drop it, okay? Um... I wonder if trying to do this will make me have to kill her or something. I hope not. I wouldn't want to do that. Although I think this would give me a significant advantage, so I'm going to go for it. So the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. The lights in the utility tunnel begin to flicker, then wink out. Emergency lights flick on, washing the world in red. Danny looks horrified. You monster! Now the Azzies are going to kill us all! Not if I kill them first. She screams at you, her cheeks are streaked with tears. Screw you! I hope you all burn in hell! I hope that was the right decision. Okay, so where do I go now? Alright, I guess I'm going back up. Danny wheels on you, her cheeks streaked with tears. She points a delicate finger at you. There he is! You goddamn heartless bastard! While Danny and Mira are clearly furious, Heinrich looks tired. He shakes his head. Why'd you do it? You know that we can't fight the Azzies. You know what they're going to do to us. By the time the Azzies come looking for you, you could be out of here. I wouldn't wait around long, though. Typical runner bullshit. I knew that we couldn't trust you people. Get the hell out of here. I never want to see your face on our property again. Well, I made some enemies, I guess. But if this pans out well, then I shouldn't need their approval. Why would I want to talk to that guard? I just don't know what this accomplished. An As Technology security guard and an LTG tech are locked in a heated exchange. They don't seem to notice your approach. So what you're telling me is this. You were working on our LTG box and then all of a sudden everything magically overloaded and went to hell, taking our communications along for the ride. And you had nothing to do with it? Look, pal, you are a security guard. I am a technician. And for the last time, I'm telling you, this was not my fault. Yeah, but you were poking around in there. She waves her arms in exasperation. I wasn't even working on the power system, you dolt. How could I have done anything to the power grid? It doesn't work like that. I don't like your attitude, lady. I don't like your face, idiot. The argument increases in volume and ferocity. Within a few seconds, they're screaming at one another. And I'm just gonna tiptoe by. The glittering halls of the Az Technology facility stand in sharp contrast to the megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams money. From the mirror polish on the floor to the obsidian inlays in the walls, the generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. Impressive work, Apollo. You've made it into the facility completely undetected. I'm not seeing any comm chatter about a security breach. In addition, your sabotage of the Azzy's power grid has thrown the entire facility into disarray. Even if you are discovered, I would expect any response to be disorganized at best. I've marked an elevator on your PDA. I'd start making my way there if I were you. It's the most efficient path to reach your objective. Best of luck. Alright, so my optional objective is get the project data for the Schockwellenreiter. Alright, I think I can do that. Let's save it first before we begin. Slot 2. Alright. Seems all those doors are locked. Security cameras. Now, can these security cameras see me? Well, I guess since things are thrown in disarray, it doesn't matter too much. Intruders! Whatever you just did, it got their attention. A knight-errant high threat response team is on its way. Thankfully, with the power grid overloaded, I don't think they know where you are. But it's only a matter of time before they find you. Okie doke. So... this is not really the way I wanted it to pan out. Hold on, let me reload real quick. I didn't expect to already be engaging the enemy. I don't want to get caught from the very start. If there's a way to stealthily get through this, I want to do it that way. I think that's the better option. I really don't want to go up against an entire team of security. You know, I thought I loaded another save. Oh, I think I wanted this one. I think they move places or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay. You know, before I enter every room, I'm just going to fucking... Wait, did it say... I saw a tip there that said... Let me check that out real quick. What, I can't check the controls? What kind of stupid bullshit is that? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna save it before entering every room. I want to try to get this down as, like, stealthily as possible. Alright. Let's jack into this terminal here. Select a decker. The only decker. Jacking in. Hup, 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 hup. Elevator controls, security cameras. Ooh! Ooh, yes! Yes, I want security cameras. Yes, please. Of course, there's ice protecting it. Erosion on White Sparky. Damn! They still hit fairly hard. You know what? I guess I need Sniffer. Alright, I better take him down next turn. Oh yeah, you fucking missed. Wait, suppression took a whole goddamn turn? That's kind of crazy. Bam. Bam. Still got his shield up. Alright, you son of a bitch. Alright, just in case I trip an alarm, I'm gonna save it again. I'm also gonna heal myself. Don't trip any alarms, please. Okay, thank you. Yes. Fuck yeah. All right. They're cracked wide open now. Objective complete. Now I can see a good portion of the facility. Except for that, which concerns me a little bit. Alright, this will give me the ability to sort of, like, check things out. There's a security guy there, so I need to be careful. Is he gonna move from his spot, or is he just standing there? Is he confused as to what? Did the door open or something? Like, why is he alerted? Or why does he look alerted? I'm concerned by that. I don't like it. In any case, I'm going to go into this secure door here. These lockers are stuffed full of spare knight-errant security uniforms. Have your chief dressed in the uniforms. That's an excellent idea. Grimly, your teammates set about struggling into the complicated and ill-fitting uniforms. A few minutes of cursing and a couple of popped rivets later, the job is done. You take a moment to examine your team, then nod in satisfaction. They look like a group of authentic knight-errant security officers. Well, that's handy. I'm not much for sneaking around, but if we're gonna do it, we might as well go all the way. He claps you on the shoulder. Good find, boss. Excellent. Gonna save it again. I wonder how that will change things going forward. Now, will I be able to convince... Are we all dressed in the same outfit? Yeah, it looks like it. So it looks like we could just kind of mill about. Elevator guard steps toward you, his weapon slung. I didn't hear anything about KE assets being deployed in this sector. He pauses for a moment, then checks himself. Then again, with the power overload, nobody knows what the hell is going on. I haven't heard from Central in a half an hour. Why are you here? Etiquette. Yeah, I was in the same boat until a few minutes ago. Just heard from Central. They want a complete perimeter assessment. Strange. Did they give you any explanation for this request? Do they ever? He chuckles. No, of course not. Well, best of luck. Let me know if anything's out of order. It is my sector, after all. You got it, pal. And be careful, an intruder could be anywhere. Yeah, tell me about it. As technology exec. I'll save it once again. See how this exec responds to me. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in his room. He locks eyes with you, and you can feel the fear radiating out of him. He looks surprised to see you, but not alarmed. Oh, hey. I don't usually see knight-errant personnel wondering about this part of the building. What's up? Just making my rounds. They've doubled patrols tonight. He looks relieved. Alright, well, I won't keep you, but it makes me feel safer knowing that you guys are around. Yeah. Right under their noses. Let's see what's down here. Ah, a terminal. What can we find in this terminal? As technology inventory services. Press any key to begin. Activate terminal. The terminal springs to life. A quick scan of its contents reveal little of value, but you do find a message that catches your attention. Maya Fatima. Langa, Katya. Katya. I've got some pretty grave concerns about this new project. I don't know what they're doing downstairs, not exactly anyway, but I'm pretty thoroughly creeped out by some of the inventory requests that have been coming up to my desk recently. When we decided to sign on with Az Technology, we talked this over. We knew the company's reputation, and I said that I could handle whatever came my way, but this? I don't know, Katya. This last order crossed a line. What would the research team need with a bulk order of gags, restraints, and 500 liters of hydrochloric acid? Uh-oh, I gotta run. Just got a message over the comm. Looks like Central wants to see me about something. I'll catch you back at your apartment later tonight. Let's talk about this over a bottle of wine. I know that I could use it. F. Something tells me that she never got to enjoy that glass of wine. Yeah, why the fuck would you send that over email in a corporate office? In the corporate office. Like, she should have known that they would see that, right? Terminal. The screen to this terminal comes alive at your approach. An AS technology screen awaits your password. Decking, hack the terminal and scan its contents. Pay data acquired. Pay data DNA donor list. Okay. A different objective, I guess. Hold on. Is there anything maybe I could use this? Eh? What's happening with this guy? Oh, since I'm jacking in, it would be very suspicious if they saw me doing my thing. Isn't this the same shit though? Okay, yeah. It's the same. There's nothing new about this. So, heading back. Alright. You saw nothing. Alright, well that's good to know that... Oh, the elevator guard steps toward you, his weapon slung. I didn't expect to bump into any night... Oh, okay, this is the same thing. They're not the only ones. I don't like being alone in this building with the lights on. Well, anyway, good luck with the patrol. Shout out if you need anything. Will do, sir. What's this? Is this just an empty room? Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whatever. Let's head for the elevator. Looks like I've cleared this floor. And of course, before I continue, I will save it. Bloodline. Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downward into the bowels of the AS Technology facility. A faint but omnipresent thrumming sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become. This place is vibrating with power, both from the generators and from something else. Well done, Apollo. I'm not seeing any comm chatter to indicate that Knight Errant is aware of your presence. In addition, your manufactured power outage is causing ongoing problems for both Knight Errant and AS Technology. I've located a new exit point for you, a security door conveniently located near the generators. I will mark its location on your PDA. Keep up the good work, Apollo. I'll contact you if anything changes. The door slides open with a hiss, revealing a surprised-looking young woman in an AS Technology security uniform. She steps toward you, her weapon drawn. Stop! Who are you? She half raises her rifle, the weapon looks especially menacing in the red glow of the emergency lights. Identify yourself. Calm down, my name's Mula. Knight Errant sent me. She sounds suspicious, on edge. Let me see some ID. Do me a favor and ditch the paranoia. Central sent me to relieve you. She shakes her head. If what you're saying is true, why haven't we heard anything over the comms about it? They haven't told you because they can't tell you. Love, the power outage took the comms down. She pauses, a look of uncertainty on her face. Come to think of it, I haven't heard any comm chatter in a while, so I guess that makes sense. Of course it does. Now, are you going to report to Central, or do I need to go back there and tell them that you refused their order? Alright, we're going up. Thanks for the heads up. Yes. Let's go clear this up with Central. Pretty soon they're probably going to find out that I lied. I'll just keep going. Well, it couldn't last forever, Apollo. It looks as though the Azis have sorted out that overload that you fed into their power grid. Watch your step, my friend. The comm activity that I'm seeing is intense. If you trip an alarm now, Knight Errant will be on you before you can blink. Best to keep moving. The control panel for the generators can't be far from your location. When you reach it, the password Zolotl should allow you to disengage their safety overrides. Get the job done and get out, Apollo. I'll be waiting for you. A group of Vast Technology security personnel step through the door. When they see you, they come up short. The guard in the lead steps towards you, smiling. Crazy night, huh? I still can't believe how badly that power overload messed up the system. Someone in maintenance is getting reamed over this, I'm telling you. I've never seen Central in such a panic. The troll standing behind him cuts in. Are you our relief? We've already been here well past the end of our shift. Sorry it took so long. I've been having a rough time getting through to Central myself. Well, you're here now. He flashes you a smile. Thanks. Gotta get home to the wife. She's going to give me hell enough as it is. I was supposed to be home an hour ago. Now, if you'll let me scan your ID, I'll pass the torch on to you. The troll glances down at his PDA and grimaces. Be snappy about it. If you could, I really am in a hurry. Don't worry about it, I've already scanned in. And don't forget to clock out. You know Central gets about these things. The guard closest to you nods. Thanks for the reminder, I can't afford another administrative penalty. Come on, guys, let's get the hell out of here. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright. Is it the lab I need to get into? No. It's not the lab. Hold on. Is that a terminal? Can I get to that? I guess not. Whatever. Jacking in. Alright, first things first, those blast doors. Of course. Well then. I guess I'm going to be firing at that guy. Ouch. Still got a shield up, yep. Put up another shield. These guys are pretty strong. God damn it. Please die. Thank you. That thing's missed every time. Pew! Alright. More suppression. Gonna heal myself as well. Lab blast doors open. I bet security cameras are also a thing I can access. Oh, more ice. Great. Gonna put up another shield. And sniffer. And then gonna try to aim for erosion on that thing. Miss me. Wonder if anything else is happening on the outside while I'm dealing with this. Fantastic. Alright, let me save it real quick, just in case I trip some kind of alarm. Yeah. Alright, security cameras. Oh, while I've got use of it, use the healing thing to get myself to full health. Alright, more ice, of course. Put a shield on. Sniffer. Erosion. And then just blast it some more. Wait, did erosion miss it? I guess it did. Alright, saving it again. I hope I only have to deal with one fight instead of several once I finally get to where I need to be to overload those generators. The data store contains records of all data pertaining to the facility day-to-day operations. Scan the node for pay data. A cursory exploration of the data store turns up nothing of value. There are hundreds of log files, the majority of which contain spending and logistics reports. Well, that's disappointing. was hoping for something a bit more substantial. Oh, better use suppression just in case. Jacking out. Alright, now I've got access to the security cameras. That doesn't tell me a whole lot. But does that mean also that the enemy can't see me anymore? I wonder. Or does it just give me access visually to the facility? Oh, it does give me extra visibility up here. Okay. What is this? I'm guessing this is part of the project. This will most certainly be a battle. And there's cells, northwest and east cell doors. This looks pretty ominous. Bunch of tanks with some type of specimen in each of them. Alright, let's find out what we're dealing with. I heard some chanting going on before, but I don't hear it now. Let me make sure I'm seeing everything. There's a terminal there to jack into. That's probably my escape route. I'll probably have to jack into that to actually leave this place after this is probably where the generators are. I'm gonna have to fight my way through here, and then the Knight Errants will probably be on my tail, so I'll have to make this as quick as possible. What the hell is going on in this place? Biometric scanner. A maglock with a voice print recognition system has been affixed to this door. According to Amsel, Frau Müller has already logged your voice print into the system, but there's only one way to be sure. Okay, open up. Authorization, Apollo. The screen background changes from blue to green. Access granted. You hear the sound of heavy machinery rumbling to life. A moment later, the locks on the door release. Okay. The door slides open, revealing a group of figures wearing green cloaks. The nearest of the figures looks up from his work. His stare seems to bore into you. Who are you, and why are you here? His voice is slow and soft, with a slight Aztlaner accent. Answer me now. We're your new security detail. Central sent us down here to familiarize ourselves with the lab. He pauses for a moment, inspecting you. Well, you certainly look the part, and more security is always welcome. But you understand, of course, that I can't just take your word for it. Of course you can't. Why don't you come a little closer? I'll show you my ID. Oh, no need. He smiles graciously. I know a better way of determining the truth. In a single, smooth motion, he pulls a knife from his belt and draws it along his own forearm. The blade leaves a stripe of bright red blood in its wake. Let's see what happens if I let him finish. You stand impassively as the blood mage completes his chant. As the last syllable escapes his lips, a blinding pain ignites behind your eyes. Slowly, a horrible twisting sensation begins to build in your guts, and the blood mage's smile widens. Your tongue feels strangely thick, and to your horror, it begins moving of its own accord. Crawling, probing, straining against the roof of your mouth, struggling for release. Somehow, on some instinctive level, you know that this sensation will only continue to get worse. And you know that speaking the truth is the only way to stop it. Give in and speak the truth. You clench your jaw and the words begin to spill out of you. They come in a torrent, in a flood. You tell them about your job, about your client, about Amsel and Monica and Green Winters, everything. You retch out the truth and the pain begins to subside. Well, that was very enlightening. Thank you for your cooperation, Apollo. I'll be sure to tastefully memorialize you in my report. Great. Holy shit, these guys are strong. High threat response team, arrival 19 turns. Great. Dragon's Breath round. Are you fucking serious? Alright, I am summoning an elemental creature. Thank you. Woo! He also summoned a creature. God damn. These guys. Holy shit. Uh-oh. I don't know what you just did, but I'm seeing a sudden burst of comm traffic. You must have tripped an alarm of some kind. Get ready, Apollo. The high threat response team is on its way. 18 turns. Fucking kill these fuckers as quickly as possible. Alright. Looks like his own familiar turned against him. That works for me. Alright. Hold on. What is that, I wonder? Alright, so I gotta finish this before shit goes awry, before the rest of the response team gets here. Alright, he summoned one as well. Alright, let's see what I can do about inspecting this thingy. The terminal has been locked. There doesn't seem to be any way to unlock it from here, but it is connected to a number of other terminals in the room. In theory, a Decker could probably enter the lab's dedicated Matrix server and unlock the terminal from there. But doing so would almost certainly raise an alarm. Well, it's already raised, so it doesn't matter. Gotcha. Maybe not. No wounds to heal, that's bullshit. Okay, sure. Dietrich is still on fire, though. Whoa! What? I don't understand what just happened. Alright, what are these other terminals that are... I guess they're in these rooms. Oh, no. Oh, God damn it. Alright, fine. Another as technology guard. Bam! That's fucking awesome. Alright. I'm gonna run over here. Alright. Turns out I didn't want to open that door, but whatever. What I want to do is jack in there. That's what I really meant to do, but whatever. Hey. Gotcha. Ouch! I gotta heal myself a little bit. Gotta get to that terminal. Gotcha. Ah. What? Oh. I didn't even know they were dying. What the fuck? Alright. Load last save. Last save. This time I'm just gonna fucking attack them. I need to keep an eye out so that I don't let people die like that. Alright, let's give this another shot. Here's your answer, swine. Oh, come on, assholes. You motherfuckers. Fucking kneecap you. God damn it. Fucker's breaking my armor. These guys really piss me off. Yeah, I know. Oh, wait a second. Concentrates mana from surrounding area. Similar to medium ley line. Oh, okay, that's not what I thought it was. Oops, never mind. I wanted that one. Can I do that one? Or it only emanates from him, though. Oh, well, that'll be good to make sure that he doesn't... that he's got a little bit of protection. Having to attack his own familiar. Gonna heal myself real quick. And then jack into this goddamn thing. Keep close to Glory since he has a way of getting hurt. Missed me. Alrighty. I'm guessing these are for the cells. And I do want to get the... Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Do that. Missed. Get that cell door open. Yes. Alright. I don't know who that person is, but maybe they can help me out. Can't remember which one it was that summoned the dude, but it wasn't that one. Alright. Heal my wounds. And then increase Glory's aim. Turning against his own familiar again. I'll just let them kill each other. Excellent. Let's see about this next spot. I wonder if I should use suppression. I sort of think I ought to. Alright. Gonna shield myself. Erosion. Okie doke. Alright, I'm gonna start moving up to these doors over here. There might be a purpose for it. I'm gonna have Dietrich move with Glory since she has medical stuff. And yeah, fuck it, just let them hash it out. Hey, now, I don't like being attacked while I'm jacked in. Excellent. Unlocking the north cell door. Oh, come on. Oh, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Now, what's the purpose of these guys here? What are they here for? What are they doing? I can't talk to them. Can't do anything. I'm gonna reload. Motherfuckers. Thank you. Please. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, fine. First of all, Dietrich. Where's Dietrich? Okay. I'm gonna heal him up. Good. Fuck off. Alright. Pew! Oh. Who are you? Alright, I'm gonna heal myself. Let's see what the scarred test subjects have to say. Hey boss, oh, got it. Only I can talk to them, apparently. Gotcha. Aha! Ouch. That hurt a lot. Alright, first of all, I'm gonna keep opening these goddamn doors. Useless fuckers. Assholes. Generator controls, okay. Noted. Just snuck up right behind me. Excellent. Yeah, you fucking run, asshole. Or do whatever you want. Okay. Alright, it looks like for the most part I'm okay. Wait, who's... I won't use the controls. I'm just going to pave the way for the escape. End. First of all, suppression. Okay, good. Bloodline terminal access node. Eight turns till the cavalry gets here. Let's see what I can do. Seven turns. Gotta make it quick. Alright. Let's get out of here. Jack up. I'm nervous. Go over to this terminal. Attempt to decipher the language. The terminal's display blossoms to life at your approach. Reams of technical information and arcane figures fill the screen. Unfortunately, none of it is written in a language that you understand. Sweeping your eyes over the written material, you recognize a number of words with Latin and Spanish roots. But the language is something altogether different. Many of the words are long and exotic, and there appears to be a form of pictographic language interspersed throughout the text. Your best guess is that this is an ancient form of Nahuatl. Why the Azis are using it here is beyond you. Judging by the amount of arcane symbology on display, it's a fair bet that these files are related to the Bloodline Project. If you could find someone capable of translating them, the information contained within would almost certainly shed some light on what the Azis have been up to and what Frau Mühle was so afraid of. On the other hand, if the Bloodline Project is really as dangerous as Frau Mühle has made it out to be, it might be better to just bury it here. If this information were to fall into the wrong hands, it would invalidate the entire purpose of this run. Yeah, I'm going to copy it. You know, I'm just going to prep everyone else for escape. Oh, I'll have Dietrich standing at the terminal ready to hit the button. Alright, let's talk to these weirdos. The man in the cell stares at you through red-rimmed eyes. His body is marked with obvious signs of mistreatment and neglect. He opens his mouth to speak, then closes it again and swallows hard. He tries again, and the voice that comes from him is tremulous and weak. You have killed the masters. You slaughtered them like lambs. How is that possible? No time for 20 questions. You want out of here or not? He continues to stare at you, bug-eyed and unblinking, his mouth agape. Me? Out? How could I get out? It is my place to be in this cage. It is what we were bred for. But you killed the masters. It is our place to die, not theirs. Sorry to disappoint you. The slack-jawed man slowly looks genuinely confused. Disappointment? No, it is not our place to feel such things. My brothers and I are grown here. gestated in tanks to serve our purpose. The masters will it to be so. Purpose? What purpose? What are you talking about? We are test subjects. Our purpose is to suffer and die. His voice is utterly matter-of-fact. If any of this bothers him, he doesn't show it. In so doing, we provide useful research data. It is what we were made for. What can you tell me about the Bloodline Project? The mages wake us from our slumber, sometimes in twos, sometimes more. One is taken to another part of the facility, the testing lab. The rest remain in their cells. The mages run their tests, and the entire group dies. So the mages do something to one of you, and the entire group feels the effects? He nods. Yes. They haven't chosen a subject from my group yet, but when they do, my death will come. I won't hear the chanting. I won't see the mage, but I will share in the suffering, and I will die. And then another will be grown to take my place. Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. The door is open. You can get out of here. His eyes go wide. It looks as though he's having difficulty processing what you've just told him. Out? But our purpose... From now on, your purpose is to do whatever the hell you want. Now get moving. He nods. Yes. Yes, we will run. All of us. Thank you. Alright. Sounds like that's good enough for me. Now time to hit that button and get the hell out of here. Alright, moving everyone toward the door. Another locked door. Wonderful. Alright, I'm going to have Dietrich hit the button. Control panel blinks with a featureless command prompt. Overload the generators. Illegal operation. Error code. Please contact administration for further information. Disable the generator safety overrides. Zola... Oh, do I have caps lock on? No. Am I just hitting the wrong keys? Zola... Warning, disengaging safety overrides while generators are in operation is not recommended. Do it. Overload. Terminal processes your command. An instant later, a high-pitched screeching noise erupts from the generators. Tremors rock the facility, shaking the ground under your feet. Over the building speakers, a synthesized female voice repeatedly states the obvious. Generator overload imminent. Please evacuate the facility. That's done it. Come on, boss. Let's get the hell out of here. Overload in 7 turns. Getting out. They're all trying to escape as well. Hope I can do this in time. Checking in. Wait, why does Dietrich... I should not let Dietrich hang behind. Overload in 3 turns. Oh, no, 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 no. Did I fucking end? God damn it. Moving it. Okay. You guys do that. That makes it easier for me to take you out. I wonder why they're not attacking me. That's weird. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Everyone exit. Get me out of here! I did it! Fucking leveled it. Fuck you, assholes. Gradually, the ringing in your ears clears and the world comes into focus. The generator overload did its job, just as Frau Müller said it would. The Az Technology facility has been reduced to a smoldering crater strewn with a chaotic jumble of cracked marble, melting plastic, and broken support beams. You can barely make out the faint wail of approaching sirens. They're still far away, but they won't be for long. It's funny. I've heard lots of rumors about the Azis over the years. Stories about making monsters and sorting with evil spirits, that sort of thing. I'd always assumed that they were urban legends at best, or xenophobia at worst. Definitely not true, at any rate. Looks like I was wrong. The Azis are bogeymen, just like the stories say. It's enough to make a man rethink some things. Do we have anything to worry about, Dietrich? Any chance that Az Technology Corporate could use blood magic to track us? After an explosion like that? He brushed an errant flake of ash off of his shoulder. Nah, boss, not a chance. Anything we might have left behind, any blood or skin or hair, has been cooked right through. We'll be fine after we clear out of here. The approaching sirens grow louder. They're now accompanied by another sound, the whine of approaching rotorcraft. What they were doing in there was wrong. More than that, it was terrible. They had to be stopped, and we stopped them. It's as simple as that. We can talk about this later. We don't want to be here when those response vehicles arrive. The test subjects that you liberated mill about aimlessly, blinking against the light. The foremost clone takes a half step forward. But what of us? We have no purpose now. This is not supposed to happen. It is wrong. Without our masters to guide us, what will we do? Whatever you want to. You're free now. You're not supposed to be anything. Find yourselves a new purpose and make it a good one. The lead clone stares into the crater, trembling. We will try. He puts a hand on your shoulder. Come on, Apollo. Let's get back home. Yes. The Quite Bizarre. Memories of the explosion that toppled the Az Technology facility keep you company on your ride back to the Quite Bazaar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to Az Technology's advanced activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. Nice. PDA rings and your face-to-face, and the face of your fixer, Paul Amsel, appears on screen. I have uncovered some terrible information. The team is assembled in the safe house. Please meet with us there when you are able. First of all, I'm going to drop that information off. It's an old obsolete phone booth. Deliver as technology project data. You call up the as technology project data on your PDA, and its tiny display window fills with foreign words and symbols. Handing over the Blood Mage's research, whatever it is, would be as easy as initiating a data upload. I'm gonna take a risk. It could bite me in the ass later, but I'm sort of I think it might be interesting to see what, if anything, pans out as a result of giving this data over to this anarchist group. I got 500 new yen out of it. The machine accepts the data upload, and only a few moments later, a certified cred stick is spat out of the coin slot. The phone's old LCD readout displays the text: Freedom, Equality, Information. Schockwellenreiter. I imagine that might cause a moral quandary later, which is kind of the catch-22 of, like, we want freedom of information, but at what cost is that freedom of information? Is it really good for us to have that? Why is this whole place dark? Like, as if I don't... Why? Or whatever. First of all, check my inbox. Go back. Now I'll read those later. Open jobs directory. Claim payment for As Technology Sabotage Run. You submit the job as finished and await your client's response. A few moments later, a message pops onto the screen. Frau Müller, to Apollo. If you're receiving this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you're still getting paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Apollo, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employers are concerned, I'm buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Goodbye. Yvonne Jimenez, aka Frau Müller. A moment later, a second message pops into your inbox. Your payment details. Payment from client, 36,000 new yen. Deductions for crew salary, minus 9,600 new yen. Ammunition and resupply costs, minus 2,400 new yen. Automatic deduction for Alice funds, 18,000 new yen. Remainder sent to Apollo's account, 6,000 new yen. Fan-fucking-tastic. Let's see what the... I'm pretty sure the Alice fund is paid up. Cool. Alright. I don't know if that'll start anything. I'll do that next time. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I've got a lot of karma points to spend. I'll do that later, though. We'll see what kind of information Paul Amsel has and see what I uncover by getting information from Alice. Thank you all for joining me. If you've missed previous streams, you can find me on YouTube. There's a link below. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Apollo Story. Y'all have a good one.